Naval Base Ventura County sits off the Southern California coast, not far from Los Angeles. One of the benefits of living here is the magnificent views, and of course, a front row seat along California's beautiful beaches. The sailors and their families stationed here enjoy a wide range of outdoor activities. But for tonight, they're heading indoors and ringside for the Armed Forces Boxing Championships. Everyone, I'm Van Stokes here with Tom Lavacek, ringside at the 2010 Armed Forces Boxing Championships at Naval Base Ventura County here in California. Tonight, two services battle it out for the gold medal in the 178-pound weight class. Tom, amateur rules a little different than the professionals. Let's enlighten our viewers. First of all, how are points scored?
We'll be using a computerized scoring system. 3 rounds of boxing consisting of 3 minutes of each round. Legal scoring blows. They're scored when the white part or the knuckle part of the glove forcefully strikes the head or body of their opponent. Fouls. The common fouls are slapping, holding and hitting, or pushing. The fouls lead to cautions, cautions lead to warnings, and 3 warnings result in a disqualification. The referee. His #1 responsibility is the safety of the boxer. He can stop the bout because the boxer is injured, bleeding, or one boxer has a superior lead over his opponent.
Well, now that we understand the rules, let's get to the action. In the preliminaries, we're in the first bout. Air Force Staff Sergeant Leonel Rodriquez of Puerto Rico will face off in a non-championship bout against civilian Spencer Scott. We will pick up the action in the first round. That's Rodriquez in the red trunks, Scott in the black. Quick look at Scott in the black trunks.
This is once again, it's a light heavyweight 178-pound bout. And so this is anything over 165 pounds up to a maximum of 178 pounds.
But again, this is a non-championship bout. In other words, Spencer Scott, a civilian, not a uniformed service member. Into the ring right now against Staff Sergeant Leonel Rodriquez of the Air Force. So the winner will not advance to the next round of this competition, but Rodriquez does have an opportunity to show his stuff in this Armed Forces competition. And that's paramount. Give him the experience and the opportunity to get in. But I will say that Spencer Scott, in terms of heftiness, there you see the quickness. Nice trading of jabs. Quickness by both boxers. A lot of power, though, behind the gloves of Scott. And down goes Rodriquez. Talk about power. He delivers it, Tom.
1 minute and about 50 seconds into that round, and it looked like it was a short right hook. But I need to look at that again.
But it got to him, and got to him hard. And you see the knees a little
and the
wobbly.
referee's counting him out.
Referee says that's it. This is over. He looks at the eyes, looks at the knees. Rodriquez a little shaky on his foot. Let's take a look at it, Tom.
Let's see how this RSC is set up.
Trade the jabs. Oh, boom. Quick right, follows with a left, and down goes Rodriquez. One more time. There's the right.
There's that right hand that rocked his head. Now he's still cautious. Now, boom. He loses his balance and goes down. That loses that equilibrium.
Hits him with the right and follows it up with the left, but Rodriquez is on his way to the canvas.
And then once again, that referee is right there to make sure that there's no more damaging blows taking place.
So this is a non-championship bout. You talk about experience. Rodriquez got some experience, but Tom, he got it the hard way. That was at the hands of Spencer Scott, the civilian. He learned what it was like to take a tough blow. That was like
1 minute into that round. That bout that blow took place. That short right hook. And again, you saw he lost his equilibrium. But the referee, again, safety is an issue. He moved right in there and he made sure that he took no more damaging blows.
Well, it wasn't just that short right hook that set it up, but the barrage of punches that took care of Leonel Rodriquez. When we come back, We're on to the next preliminary bout in this 178-pound weight class. Navy against the Army. Don't go anywhere. More exciting boxing straight ahead on TPC Sports. Welcome back to the Armed Forces Boxing Championship at Naval Base Ventura County here in California. We just saw an RSC in the first round of the preliminary bout. Now we move forward to the next bout. A preliminary bout again between sailor Brandon Wicker of Toronto, Massachusetts, and soldier Jeffery Spencer of Gary, Indiana. We pick up the action late in the first round. That's Wicker in the red trunks and Spencer in the black. Spencer representing the United States Army, and Brandon Wicker, the United States Navy.
And although he represents the United States Navy, he's stationed at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, so I'm sure he's training with the Marine Corps boxing team and boxing coach Jesse Ravello.
Well, these boxers, they share a lot, Tom, and sometimes they share coaches, sometimes they share training facilities. And again, they're all military boxers, so they're brothers in arms. As we came to the end of the first round, we pick it up with less than a minute to go in round two. Again, Jeffery Spencer. He's got the blue gloves on, but he's the gold top, black trunks. Brandon Wicker, red trunks, red jersey. Nice jab that time by Jeffery Spencer. But credit Wicker. He's looking for an attack of his own, Tom. Oh, there he is, but nice counter, by the way, by Spencer.
These are both strong boxers, and you can see the power that they pack with those punches.
We move forward into the third round, and both boxers still guess, but you could see the push that
right
time.
There. Yep, and the referee says, "Don't you do that. This is a caution right now."
And so it was Jeffery Spencer who went on top to win that preliminary bout, and Jeffery Spencer now will advance to the championship bout in the light heavyweight 178-pound division. He came out fairly methodical, kept up the attack, and earned the victory.
He's got some natural talent, but he's a strong boxer. Both of them packed a lot of punch in their power.
That they did. Well, it's the finals. Spencer is a food service specialist or a cook for the Army. But right now, he's part of the world-class athlete program. Here, Spencer reflects on his performance in the preliminary competition.
I just love the thrill of the sport, you know, trying to be the best there is in my weight division. When I turned 18, I kind of like just fell into it and kind of picked it up and been doing it ever since. I've won Armed Forces like 3 times already, multiple All-Army championships. Well, as far as the first round goes, I thought I did enough to set myself with a comfortable lead. Came back to the corner, my coach told me it was tied up. So into the second round, it was still tied. So somewhere probably middle of the third round, I decided to step to him and try to be a little bit more aggressive and see how it was going to turn out, win, lose, and it came out in my favor. So I'm not going to leave it to chance this time.
Spencer will battle the Air Force's Larry Hampp of Zanesville, Ohio. The HVAC technician is stationed at Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota. Here's the airman in his own words.
Boxing has taught me just to respect and taught me a lot of discipline. One of my buddies actually boxed, and I didn't know there was a boxing gym where I was from, so took me from the gym and I was hooked in. Get up in the morning, hit the road, usually no more than 4 miles a day. Come back in the afternoon, do some skills and drills, heavy bag, double end bag, sparring, things like that. I would say boxing is 80% mental, 20% physical. I know he likes for his opponent to fall in so he can catch them coming out. So I'm basically just gonna sit back and box, fight my fight, look to counter off his jab, go from there. I'm ready to go.
Up next, it's Air Force versus Army in the championship bout of the light heavyweight division. Which service will take home the gold? Stick around and find out right here on TPC Sports. This is it. The championship bout in the 178-pound weight class. The Army's Jeffery Spencer and the Air Force's Larry Hampp face off in the finals. Now, let's go to ring announcer Castle Chalice as this final bout gets underway.
He is representing the United States Army. He's a food service specialist from Gary, Indiana. He's now stationed in Fort Carson, Colorado, and he weighed in at 177 tough pounds. He was the silver medalist at the 2009 National Golden Globes. Let's hear it for Specialist Jeffery the Sniper Spencer.
Well, Castle gave him the big build-up, Tom. Called him the Sniper. That means he's got a mission.
And he's another boxer. He's going for his third Armed Forces crown.
He's a 2009 National Golden Glove silver medalist. Let's see who his opponent is.
Making his way to the blue corner, he represents the United States Air Force. He's an HVAC technician from Zanesville, Ohio. He's now stationed at Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota, and he weighed in at 175 pounds. He's the 2008 Michigan Golden Gloves champion. Let's hear it for Airman First Class Larry Hampp. Referee for this bout from Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Joe Sanchez.
They're ready to go. And this championship bout, light heavyweight division, underway. Again, Spencer Hampp, gold trunks, gold jersey. He's got the red gloves on. His opponent, Larry Hampp, from the Air Force, red and blue trunks, blue jersey. Hampp on the attack early on in this round. Spencer, though, sometimes will like to lay back and just kind of see what his opponent's going to bring him, Tom.
And the Air Force scores first. He's on the attack. Scored 2-0 right now.
Hampp working hard, try to cut the ring off against Jeffery Spencer. But Spencer steps back out in the center. They get entangled a little bit, but don't stay that way.
Both of them are tall, strong boxers with good reach.
And Tom, you have to say, at least from the early first minute here in round one of this championship bout, they look evenly matched.
They certainly do. Both of them are powerful, and it looks like they both have natural ability early on and good balance.
And trying to work the jab is Jeffery Spencer. Can't find a home for that, however. Now the roles reverse just a little bit. You see Spencer a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more on the attack.
So far, the Air Force boxer Larry Hampp has got good defensive moves. He's keeping his distance away.
Very respectful of each other as Hampp tries to cut the ring off a little bit, tries to put Spencer in the corner, but he doesn't allow it. And again, I think both these boxers would prefer to be in the center of the ring. Neither would prefer to be at the mercy of their opponent, either in the corner or against the ropes.
And that is exactly where they're staying, in the center of the ring. Nobody's been in the corners. Nobody's been up against the ropes so far. As we take away 2 minutes of time in this first stanza.
Tied up a little bit. But they nicely step back. Jeffery Spencer, 2009 National Golden Glove silver medalist. Again, two-time Armed Forces champion, four-time All-Army champion. So he's got some experience behind him. Plus, he comes from Gary, Indiana. Stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado, part of the Army's world-class athlete program.
Jeffery Spencer just scored his first point on that right cross.
As we move down, 15 seconds remaining in this round one of this championship bout. Larry Hampp, a 3-1 lead as the seconds tick away. And there's the bell ending round number one.
Van, we've got a close match on our hand, 3-2 for the Air Force. Both of them showed a lot of respect. Both of them are trying to okay, let's listen to the coaches here.
You got to keep the punches in his face. You got to keep that spirit in his face, right? Sit back. Don't you sit back and wait. It's in his face. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to make him fight a faster pace, but a smart, intelligent pace.
So you heard Abdullah Bashir tell his Army boxer, Jeffery Spencer, get in his face, stay in his face, don't back down. Over in the Air Force corner, it's stick and move, stick and move.
Both these boxers have got to have good conditioning. They're heavyweight, or they're light heavyweights. They throw a lot of punches, and they're moving all the time in the ring. They have to be in condition for all 3 rounds. So we'll see if this pace picks up.
This is round 2. We'll see if they have the gas to make it through 3 3-minute rounds. Here we go. Larry Hampp out in front, but Jeffery Spencer told by his coach to get in his face. Let's see if he gets that mission accomplished here in this round. He does. He ties it up at least 3-3. Spencer on the attack right now. In time, I like to look at which boxer is moving forward and which boxer is backing up. And right now, you've got to say Spencer is the man moving forward.
He's listening to his coach, and he's doing exactly what he said. And the other thing, these are both stand-up traditional boxers. In and out, boom, 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 keep your distance. They come in, they back out.
And they don't like a lot of infighting.
And good ringmanship. They're working that ring very well.
They move well. Both boxers move well. As we said in the first round, it appears to be evenly matched, and the score indicates that.
And in the second round, we're all tied up, knotted up at 3-all. Okay. And right there, did you see how the Air Force boxer turned him and got off those ropes? Good move by him.
Very respectful still as they stay out in the center of the ring. We approach the midway point of this bout, not just round 2, as we dip under 1:30 remaining in the second round.
You often hear that the coaches in the corners, they're trying to talk to their boxers, but this is very difficult because they have to concentrate so much on their opponent that they can't hear the coaches, what they're saying in the corner.
And again, Tom, we talked about how you score points, and you have to land that white tip portion of the glove on the front torso of your opponent between the belt and the top of the head. And you don't see a lot of scoring shots right now. There you see a couple. Nice move by Jeffery Spencer. But did 3 of the 5 judges see that or not?
Okay, and once again, Van, those came up. Those were he defended well against those, and so they came off their arms, and they do not score if they strike the arms.
Well, Spencer does pick up 1 point, moves slightly ahead as we approach the 35-second mark here in the second round, remaining in round 2. And what I'm seeing, Tom, very quickly is a lot of respect one has for the other. In other words, you don't want to walk in the way of a wayward punch.
Again, if they're going to take a risk, it's only going to be a small risk because these boxers are both powerful and they set themselves well. They throw from the legs up.
Well, you might say not a lot of action, but you know, on the contrary, this is good amateur boxing. As we're under 5 seconds here in round 2, there's the bell. It comes to a close. So both boxers retired to their corners. Same speech, I bet you.
Don't relax, keep building. Okay, now listen, when that guy is up against the ropes like that, when he up against the ropes like that, use that speed 1-2-1-2, just hit the glove.
Bashir says use that speed 1-2, get him up against the ropes. Don't let him go. Stephen Frankel from the Air Force, their mentor, probably told his boxers something similar.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Stephen Franco said. He says, hey, it's close. They know what the score is. They know you're down by 1 point. So, again, you have to be more aggressive. But, again, don't take a big risk. Just be consistent. Be steady.
Well, you see Spencer trying to work that jab with the left hand. But very quick on his feet is Larry Hampp, and he doesn't want to let that jab land. Spencer, though, trying to work him into the corner. Quickly, Hampp comes out. They clinch in the center of the ring. Referee says break. They take one step back, and then they continue to box.
Both boxers are still moving well on their toes.
They've got the gas, Tom. They've got the gas to go the distance.
Both of them are still trying to find that opening, still working on adjusting to their opponents.
And it's not an opening to basically take your opponent to the canvas. It's an opening to score.
Boom!
Nice
rock
jab.
that head.
Nice jab.
You see that head rock back? That's what the judges at ringside pick up on. They see that head rock back, boom, and they score a point.
You're talking about the jab just delivered by Jeffery Spencer. Tied up.
Okay, so referee says break. They just step apart. They must take a step back, and now they're at it again. No time lost.
Nice duck under that time by Spencer. Got out of the way of the punch by Hampp.
That's a veteran move.
Under 1 minute remaining in this championship bout for the Armed Forces title in the light heavyweight division.
And they tie up again. Okay, referee says break. Now they step apart. Now they're back at it again. Tied up. Referee will say break.
They do a good job, though, of stepping back, each one of them. They don't require a lot of commands from the referee.
And there is only 3 commands by the referee: stop, break, and box. And that's around the world.
Okay, here we go. 6-3 right now in favor of Jeffery Spencer. Under 30 seconds remaining. If it continues on and the rhythm doesn't change, you'd have to say that Spencer's got a pretty good lead. Under 15.
And he's going to win his 3rd Armed Forces crown. Boom, that head rocks back again. The judges give Spencer 1 point.
And there's the bell. Jeffery Spencer, methodical, workmanlike, just continues to come, continues to work. Credit Larry Hampp. Larry Hampp also working in a similar manner. 2 evenly matched boxers, Tom.
And what I liked about Jeffery Spencer here was the consistency. All 3 rounds. I think he scored 3, and 2 points. But again, consistency all 3 rounds is what got him this championship.
He was consistent. So was his opponent, however, Jeffery Spencer. Let's go to Castle for the official call.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these guys. Another very exciting bout, but we do have a winner, and he is, out of the red corner, Jeffery the Sniper Spencer.
There you see the championship gold medal draped around Jeffery Spencer's neck. Larry Hampp gets the silver medal. Runner-up in this Armed Forces competition, Castle has the interview.
Seemed to be a war of attrition out there, back and forth, give and take until the very end. But you seem to have what it took. What were your thoughts at the beginning of the night, and what are you thinking now?
Well, coming into the fight, I saw he was kind of a big dude, so my whole objective was to box my style of boxing. I could have put my punches a little bit better, I could have put them together a little bit better than I did, but I came out with the W. So.
Yeah, well, these long arms of yours, you seem to be able to pick them off from long range. Maybe this nickname, the Sniper, suits you well.
I guess so.
Congratulations again, champ, and look forward to seeing you next year. Folks, let's hear it for your 2010 Armed Forces champion, Specialist Jeffery the Sniper Spencer.
Jeffery the Sniper Spencer gets the gold medal, Tom. He's happy, but he's also gracious to his opponent. He kept his plan in motion throughout the entire bout.
3 or 4 things about Jeffery Spencer. He's got good strength. He's talented, natural ability. He's ranked 6th in the nation in the 178-pound light heavyweight division. He'll be going on to the nationals with the U.S. Army boxing team. There's a big future for him, I think.
Strength, talent, ability, experience, and a nice road ahead for Jeffery Spencer. Let's take a look at the bout card for next week's show. We have 2 bronze bouts, or consolation bouts, if you will, in both the 141 and 178-pound weight classes. Until then, tell us which sports you want to see covered on the Pentagon Channel. Email us at sports@pentagonchannel.mil.
I'm Tom Lavacek.
And I'm Van Stokes. See you next time on TPC Sports coverage of the 2010 Armed Forces Boxing Championship. So long, everyone.